Dmitry. I'm Chief Executive of Clobbi. Do you hear me well? Yes? Okay, so short about Clobbi. We provide business solutions for cable and wire manufacturing. Using Clobbi solutions, the biggest manufacturer of Eastern Europe have already improved the effectiveness of their business. So let's talk about issues. The typical situation in cable and wire, it's like excess capacity. Yeah? The fight for every client, and common situation that a client asks quotation at different manufacturers. Your equipment doesn't produce as much as you actually can. So you're losing the profit and you have this problem. Yeah? And to become more profitable, you need to find the ways how to improve effectiveness of your management, how to produce more, how to produce faster, how to provide the better service for your clients. How to do this? One of the solutions is digital transformation and Industry 4.0. What is this? In a few words, when we talk about digital transformation and everything about something like cloud technologies, Internet of Things, Internet of Everything, intelligent machinery, etc., etc. So it's to go digital means to utilize new technologies in the process. You need to use these new technologies in the process to be more effective. It means you can produce more. You can produce more with the same equipment. So you don't need to invest money in new machinery. You can produce more with the same equipment just by using the new technologies in the process, which allows you to, I don't know. Now I will show you how it looks like. But I understand that at the end of the second day, and all of us a little bit tired. But I ask you a little bit of imagination, okay? So please imagine a typical cable and wire manufacturer. It can be your own manufacturer, manufacturer of your supplier, partners, etc. Do you get a picture? Yeah? Okay. So let's move on. When we talk about digitalization, it's the future, yeah? But what do we have now at the shop floor? What solution do you use to manage all of the personnel, all of the equipment, all of the process on your shop floor? I don't talk about like ERP solution, I don't talk about solution for finance, I just talk about the shop floor. What do you use? The most widespread production management system in the world is Excel. Yeah? So maybe everybody, please raise your hand who use Excel on your shop floor. Okay, so two news for you. Bad news. Excel, it's not Industry 4.0, it's far from Industry 4.0 and it's far from digitalization. But good news, if you use Excel, digitalization will definitely make you more effective. So you can use it to solve your problem. So first my case would be about research and development. Yeah? About R&D. What's going on at your manufacturing when you get new clients inquire? Yeah? First of all, your R&D department opens the Excel sheet and start to calculate. Then using the Outlook or something like emails, they ask production department about the lead times, about the calculation availability of production. They send emails to the economic department to understand what was the price, what was the quotation, etc., etc. And it's like a counter circulation of excellence in nature, but what about the customer? The customer stays still waiting until your colleagues collaborate with the stones of Excel, etc., etc. Some customer will wait, yeah, sure. But unless he will quit and goes to another company. And how to solve this problem? Also, you can use such Industry 4.0 approaches like cable design. What does it mean? You will create a small digital ecosystem, which will cover your customer, your R&D department, your financial department, your production management. And this solution can give the opportunity, first of all, for R&D department. They will fast calculate all of the production, all of the custom designs. Also, they will calculate all of the technological parameters like nominal landing speed, like thickness insulation, etc., etc. So all of the data that you need to use further for the production management. And economic department will fast calculate the price and give the quotation to your customer. So this is a real case of one of the leading Eastern Europe cable manufacturer income tech companies. They use our solution. It's our partner, and a pleasure for him to use this case. So using this Clobbi cable designers, they make R&D more than 10 times faster. So client customer requires now proceed up to 5 hours instead of 5 days. So you can use it and you can achieve the same or maybe much more. So let's go to the shop floor. Yeah. When we talk about the shop floor, we receive the orders, many orders. It can be looks like here, like this in this chart. If you use our solution, you will understand all of the client requirements, term, benches, sleds, etc., etc. If you use your own Excel or doesn't matter like a paper, you will understand another information. But you have the orders, yeah. And what we should do with these orders? First of all, first thing, we need to make planning. Yeah, we need to create optimal production planning, and also the common approach in all cable manufacturers, maybe the most common approach is to use some types of Excel here or some types of paper, etc. But it is not. What's the problem with this approach? For the small manufacturer, it can be good, but if you need to quickly react on the market, if you need to make rescheduling, yeah, if you need to understand what capacity, what is the bottlenecks, how you will do it, using the Excel or paper, it will be much more complicated. So Clobbi and Industry 4.0 approach is different. We use mathematical optimization method. We use like some elements of artificial intelligence to calculate the optimal production schedule. So here on the left side, all of the equipment, starting from drawing, twisting, extrusion, so all of line. And for online, the system calculates the optimal production plan using information about the lengths, about the grams, about the changeovers. It's very important because if you talk about the planning for cable and wire industry, we need to understand that planning for cable and wire, it's much more complicated than provide planning for other industries like, I don't know, like machine building or metallurgy, etc. Why? Because you have the problem of length. You need to understand, for example, for extrusion, if I will take a changeover from one color to another color, it will take maybe half an hour. But if I need to change from one diameter to another diameter, it can take more or less. So all of this information included to the system, and system calculates the optimal production schedule. But also, we provide the approach that you need at every stages. You can calculate some different variants. Some different variants can be calculated. You can compare it by some KPIs and choose the best one. So Clobbi gives you the opportunity to calculate, to provide this. As a result, you understand all of the bottlenecks of the loading of your machine, and provides methods for maximum loading of this equipment. And as the point of view of customer, what is capable to do for customer? Your customer, your sales department, and your customer will understand all of the terms for each order and for each benches. It is great for you to make your also collaboration with your customer faster. So it was the first step, planning. After you create the plan, you need to provide, ensure the execution of your production, yeah? So, start of execution. Also, what is the typical situation in many cable manufacturing? You use something like that. Paper, or like printed from Excel, or manual barcoding, etc. So also, for small companies, it can be good. But what is the problem? If you need to change your production plan, yeah? If you make reschedule, you get the new order, you make reschedule, you need to change this production order. What you should do? To take this paper, then reprint it, use pen, and gives to the worker. Also, new technologies can help you in this case. All of that we use in our everyday life, like mobile applications, like Internet of Things, all of us use it in everyday life. And we provide these technologies for the worker. How it works? According to optimal schedule, Clobbi automatically starts a order execution. Yeah? And each worker on the shop floor use smartphones, or use tablets, and system immediately gives the job commands to the smartphones, to the tablets. And worker understand what they should do, what they should produce. Also, they use this mobile application to register all of information about the materials, about the waste, about all of operation on the shop floor. So it gives you the opportunity to create like online production accounting. But the worker is just only one part we need to think about their equipment. Here is an example when Clobbi gives job commands directly to the machinery. We connect to the machinery, and I will show you this example how it works. Here we example of extrusion line of my leafer. We understand all of information about thickness of insulation, etc., etc. So Clobbi allows you to see what's happening on your shop floor. It's like visible progress and current status of order in manufacturing. So you understand what is going on your production. Okay, let's move further. But when I talk about the planning, when I talk about the R&D, it's not just like a magic. Yeah, it's simple things, but it's very complicated task, but it's simple things. The magic in the next step. As I told, we can integrate all of equipment on your shop floor to the system. But this integration, it's just not you. All of your plant can use some tools for integration, etc. Where's the magic? Where's the magic? The magic is when you create the digital ecosystem, when you make your Clobbi system, your equipment, your personnel, when you can make it interconnected, it allows you to get this great effects. So here is a video of Realtime. We control how this machinery works. It's extrusion line of my leafer. In real time, we understand how to use this. Okay. In real time, we understand real length, line speed, etc. But just not only takes the data. The system controls all of the situation. And if something happens, this data, first of all, comes to manufacturing executing system. For the worker, for the supervisor, they understand what is produced. Also, we provide some solutions called Hubber. It's like a Facebook for the equipment. All of us use timeline with news, etc. Here's the same idea. All of the events that happen on the shop floors goes to this mobile application. You can subscribe for some channels. You can like, dislike, share information, etc., etc. It's a new way to collaborate with your equipment to understand and to provide the quickly reaction of all of events of your shop floor. But the most vivid example here, not just taking the data and understand how it works. We combine the real data with nominal data according to norms, yeah, and get the results. For example, please see on this chart. The blue line, it's actual liner speed, and the green one, it's in green one, it's nominal liner speed. So in this case, this line works 7% lower. If you understand this information, you collect this data, you can do something for that. It's a way to make improvement of your process. And as a result, you can understand, you can access and evaluate all deviated parameters for any semi-finished product. So after the semi-finished product produced on each operation, you understand which segment of this length was produced with deviation of some parameters. It's a way to improve quality. Why? Because now, if you have some troubles after insulation, you will get these troubles where? On testing or on next operation, yeah? And you will lose your money. So here, after each operation is done, you understand which segment was produced with some deviation. You can do something for that. It's a way to increase all of your productivity. Also, when I show you example about my leafer line, when I told about this, every people ask, okay, modern line, okay, can you integrate with the old one? Here is the example, old school machinery, maybe about 50 or 60 years old, I don't know, but we can implement some measure elements here, and also this old machinery connected to the equipment. Yes. It's not like C-core or my lifters. It cannot give all the data about the loading of engine, about the thickness of and about the diameter, etc. But we can implement some measurable tools for here for the length, for the information equipment work and all. And the last thing is that all of this information, all of the data from the personnel, from the equipment that comes to the planning system, and planning system makes you schedule. What does it mean? It means if something happens on your shop floor, for example, like here, like downtime, yeah, system will automatically recalculate the schedule and gives the new job commands, new commands to the worker, to the personnel. So also, here's one of the example of using this solution. It's called Smart Factory. Yeah, why? Because it's provided to make your factory real smart. And for example, one of the cable manufacturers with 1,000 employees, they have more than 600 orders, and the system provides them to create the production schedule up to 5 minutes. And all of them, when you create this business process, it allows you to increase an output volume from 5 to 30%. It means so you can produce more with the same equipment and don't invest money in new machinery. The next case would be about transparency and virtualization. Yeah. So, do you want what is going on your plant right now? What is equipment down and why? Such tools like virtual reality, augmented reality can help you. You can understand in visible way, you can understand what's going on your shop floor at any place of the world. Like here, example, like a digital model, you can understand how equipment works. If you have the troubles, the system will show you. Here's another example. You can drill down just like to the shop floor, implement some augmented reality cameras to the shop floor, and understand in real time, understand how your workers work. And system gives the information about green one, it means everything is okay, about the loading, and for example, yellow one, it's something happened like downtime, and what's the reason downtime. So this solution for the management, yes, the solution for the production management could control all of their situation at any place of the world, anywhere. Here, using the augmented reality tools for the field management. How it works? Every machinery can be like labeled with such QR codes like IR labeling. Then just by simply using your tablet or your smartphone, you go through the shop floor, you scan this label, and you understand all of information, about the equipment. Also, now we start some pilots with some companies who we are partnered with Google Glass, and we start using these tools also for the shop floor. It's the next step of using augmented reality, because you just use these glasses, go to the shop floor, and understand everything about their production. So it's very convenient for the people for the field management, for people who are responsible for maintenance, for the supervisor of the worker, because they take all the data here about all of the stages of production, about all the orders, about all problems, etc., etc. As I talked to you, all these technologies like production simulation, like augmented reality, virtual reality, really can be helpful in real life. Some of them maybe not, like additive manufacturing of autonomous vehicles, but all of these technologies can be helpful for you. So to make your business digital, you need to create the digital business architecture, for the following ways, not just only for production 4.0, also for operation and service, for administration, for marketing and sales 4.0. And we in Clobbi can help you do all of this. So who we are? We are Clobbi. We help large and medium-sized cable and wire manufacturing to adjust process and improve their effectiveness based on 4.0 ideology. We can provide for you a solution for the shop floor. It means for smart factory, digitalization, cable designer, predictive maintenance. So Clobbi, it's all about the digital transformation for the shop floor and all about the measurable economic benefits by using these solutions. So thank you for your attention. If you have questions, I'm pleased to answer.
Thank you, Dmitry Shapovalov. Hey, there we go. It's late in the day. Okay, I would like to welcome our final speaker to the stage. Now, the program would say Glyn, however, require the procurement of a new machine with MES capability.
If you talk about this question, thank you for this question. First of all, there are two ways. First, if you have new machinery, we can integrate with PLC controllers and take data from this. For example, that example as I showed with my leaflet line, to take data from Sicora model about the thickness and insulation, etc., we just collaborate with Sicora, with MyLeafer, also with Incomtech company, and provide some new additional elements to the Sicora to integrate the Sicora to the center PLC control of Malifer and take data from that. So if you have new machinery, we can connect to the PLC control and take the data here. If you talk about the old machinery, we can provide for you some measurable tools with our partners, which gives the opportunity to take all of this data from here. So you don't need, generally, you don't need to to buy new machinery with manufacturing and executing system capabilities. Maybe you need to buy some new additional measurable tools for your old machinery, or you need to collaborate with your equipment vendor to give us the ways to take the data from these PLC controllers of the machinery.
Fantastic, thank you, Dmitry. Are there any questions from the floor at all? Tom's got a mic. If anything has any further questions. And if not, I think we'll draw an end to the Q&A session. Just a quick reminder from me, right now, if there's any more feedback forms, please hand them in to Tom or the registration desk. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our speakers from this session once again, not just from this session, but also in the room, from the previous day's session and earlier today, but also you, the delegates, for your continued support, and also our sponsors as well. So with that, I'd like to draw to a close CRU's 13th Wire and Cable Conference. Wish you a safe journey home, and we look forward to welcoming you to future conferences by CRU in the future. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.